the guys left. Andrew's sick and is preparing his supplies for the episode, and I thought I'd play a little joke on him, before they come back in.
Not watching. Well, you're in here.
That was going to be really, really funny.
There's nowhere else for you to be.
Well, shit.
It's okay. You can hide in there if you want. Again, wait for Andrew. Where else would you be?
I was recording it, too.
Well, you failed it. You failed.
He makes some really weird noises, doesn't he?
He asked me if I heard him, if I saw his booger. No, I didn't.
Yeah, I forgive the noises, but...
This fucking idiot was hiding in the closet, acting like I couldn't figure out where he was.
What?
In there?
This house isn't big enough for you to like...
Well, there's nowhere else to hide in this room.
You think I don't know you think I don't know all the hiding spots.
You're like, well, I mean, I have to hide, but there's just nowhere else to hide, so... It's not like I'm not gonna hide from...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's a roll of dice.
Oh, God. That felt... Did you see any of that, by the way?
No, I'm not watching you.
Andrew,
like it was
for our listeners at home. Andrew just cleansed his
my nose.
His nose by snotting into the sink.
No, by pulling it out with my fingers.
Oh my God!
Pulling it out?
Yeah, like when you're sick, it's really
eating
like
a banana. Stop.
It's really like fibrous, like stringy.
Yeah, I guess so.
You could like. You could knit a.
You're
knit a sweater
dehydrated, man. You didn't even get any water.
Yeah, you should
I'm fine.
Drink a lot of water.
All I needed to do was get rid of it, and I'm fine.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm fine. I have Altoids as cough drops too.
That's not the same. I guess it is. All you need to do is just produce.
Altoids as cough drops.
Well, all a cough drop is really is just like helping you produce like saliva.
Yeah.
You think cherry flavored Ludens are helpful at all?
Ludens have been around for so long. They were around before medicine.
This was medicine back in the day. Look at this. Tell me this didn't used to be someone's medicine.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Because it's candy.
I do. I think there's something. I disagree with you. I think there's something to cough drops.
They're the only cough drops I'll fuck with because I hate like menthol. Halls, ironically, are disgusting.
You don't like Halls?
Yeah, I hate Halls.
No, when I used to smoke cigarettes, I would get coughing fits when I was like in lecture halls, like I was in college still. And I think they happened more because I was so aware of how annoying it would be to start coughing right at that moment.
Yeah.
So I would get cough drops and eat them all the time.
When I was a kid in school, like if I had a tickle cough and like I kept coughing, I would like hold it in and like not cough.
Oh man,
and I would like turn because I don't want to be like, hey, can I go get a drink of water? Because like, what an idiot for coughing. That's what I want to.
Yeah.
Hold it in, and just like deal with it until someone asks, hey, do you need a drink of water? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks. I don't really need it, but like, sure, if you're offering, totally. Yeah, it's cool.
I thought these weren't made of sugar, but the first ingredient was sugar.
I
was like, no, they're kind of like cough drops because there's no sugar in these. First ingredient made of sugar.
It's mostly just packed together sugar.
And then gum Arabic. I don't know what that is.
I think that's something that solidifies.
It's from a tree. Yeah. Arabic gum.
Is it from
the Middle East? The Arab countries.
I think most ingredients that say gum are like a compound that makes things thicker.
Yeah.
You know?
It's that gum that those
I did a science
terrorists
project on
chew.
gum when I was in 8th grade.
Exploding gum.
You did?
Like
Wow.
most gums have
Alright,
to
fuck me.
have to have like a very strong base.
Emilio Estevez, exploding gum.
It's like edible, but it's
Mission
not like a
Impossible.
thing. What? Wait, what? Oh.
Emilio
Red light,
Estevez.
green light.
That's
Red light, green light.
That's who did it, right?
Who did what?
He's the one that he dies right at the beginning, but he invents that exploding gum.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Mission Impossible?
Yeah, the first
Impossible.
one.
You
The
never
Tom
seen-
Cruise one?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Tom Cruise one. What do you mean?
Well, there was an original one back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Emilio Estevez is in that shit?
Yeah,
He's the guy who gets impaled, right?
Yeah, he's on
Elevator.
top of the elevator and he gets crushed.
All I
Mighty
remember
Ducks.
from those movies are, Mighty. I know who the fuck Emilio is.
Mm-hmm.
Emilio.
Emilio!
Oh, cool. Good reference.
Emilio!
It's going over my head. I don't know what that is.
Night at the Roxbury.
Oh.
But the only thing I remember from Mission Impossible is,
The basis.
first of all, the Limp Bizkit song.
Uh-huh.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And
I had the soundtrack.
pretty
you
awesome.
You've said that before.
Yeah.
And
I know that.
the cliff hanging. That's the only thing I remember from that movie.
Yeah.
And the Ben Stiller parody on the VMAs that year where he did the Tom Cruise thing.
Mm-hmm.
You mean
That's
the
all I
suspended
remember.
thing?
Well, yeah, he was being Tom Cruise. Ben Stiller was Tom
I see.
Tom Cruise's
Yeah.
stunt double, I think was the bit.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's all I remember from that movie.
No, yeah, the hanging with the suit and the sweat coming off his
Yeah,
nose
the
and he has to
Oakleys.
catch it.
Catch it with his.
Yeah.
I don't even remember specifically the scene, but that image.
Yeah.
I mean, when that movie come out?
Well, let's find out.
98.
2000.
98.
I'm gonna say 99.
I'm going to say.
You're
I'll
gonna do
go-
that thing.
I'm
you're
gonna go
do 99. You
96.
said
I'm
2000.
saying 99 specifically because I think it was, and this is how much of a fucking
You said
MTV nerd I
2000.
was because
I'm saying
99
96.
the 99 MTV Movie Awards.
Mm-hmm.
MTV Movie
Oh,
Awards.
shit. 96.
Damn it.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Whoa. So
Yeah,
it wasn't
it was
Limp
old.
Bizkit until maybe Mission Impossible 2.
Maybe.
Because Limp Bizkit definitely wasn't.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
Sorry. I'm so
Mission
sorry.
Impossible 2 sucked.
Wow.
Dude,
He had long hair. He looked like a dweeb.
you said soundtracks, and I was looking through some of Becca's CDs, and the Spider-Man 2 soundtrack
Ooh.
was in there, so popped that in when we were going somewhere the other day, and
It's really fantastic.
let me tell you, that is really
What?
definitive. Like it is of the time. Oh boy.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's got fucking
Dated.
dashboard
It's like-
confessional,
It's like
yellow card. No, not the score. The fucking soundtrack, dude.
What do you mean?
Like to the
What's
songs.
the difference?
The score is
Oh,
like
you mean
the
the
musical score. I'm
songs?
talking about the
I
soundtrack.
forgot that movies even did that. That just had
yes, featured
like Smash Mouth just played in the
music,
background.
and featured on and inspired by Spider-Man 2. There was
Oh,
like
man.
Taking Back Sunday
Yeah,
on
I
there.
forgot about that.
So much like emo, but there was also like that
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Hero song was
That
on.
Hero,
was
yeah,
on
Hero Save Me.
the third one, I think.
No, the first one.
Was it the first one?
for sure.
Oh man!
I need a
I
don't know if that's
Oh
yeah.
Was that
Spider-Man 1.
Chad Kroger and the dude from Saliva.
Yeah.
Oh, Nickelback and Saliva
man.
combined to do the rock anthem of the year. Oh, fucking amazing. Anyway,
We're here for something.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when that first Spider-Man movie came out. I remember going to the theater and being so fucking excited.
Yeah.
me too.
And I thought it was awesome at the time.
No,
Yeah.
it is still pretty good. It's not
still-
it's not
yeah.
great, but it's still good.
Yeah.
It's still good. Especially the whole Ben Parker dying thing. That holds up still.
Frasier's dad. Wait, who plays his Uncle Ben in that? Isn't it Frasier's dad?
No.
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 Why do I think that's who it is?
Frasier's dad.
Michael Sheen.
No.
Martin Sheen.
It could be Michael
It's a
Sheen.
Sheen.
Spider-Man.
It's a Sheen.
What year did Spider-Man come out? Oh, wait.
If
I know.
I'm gonna say 98.
2000.
2002. Okay.
2000.
Damn, I'm fucking off today. I'm so
Wow,
sorry.
It came out in 2002.
Ben is played by Cliff Robertson.
It came out in 2002. That's pretty close. I mean, a New York movie that
I
seems.
was thinking the same thing. All of my movies are pre and post 9/11. Like that's how that's how I determine. If
I mean, a
movie's
New
old.
York movie specifically. I guess that's probably why it was so well
Fucking
received.
like,
People were like,
fuck
"Fuck yeah, New York!"
Yeah, dude, hell yeah. And that's probably why we never saw the Twin Towers in them either.
I bet there was a fucking Anyway, I think there was a scene that was written. I feel like I heard about like a scene with
the Twin Towers,
like him suspending between the two or something.
yeah,
They were
yeah.
like, "Ooh, can't do that anymore.
Can't do that
because
anymore.
It doesn't
Yeah.
exist."
Yeah.
This is the Hair Club for movies. We watch the movies.
Wow.
That would be a good clue, or like a good like visual like clue to be like, yeah, this definitely didn't come out pre, like 2001, like because all the scenes you see him swinging through New York, no two towers.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, I
You see
mean,
Empire State Building.
When did
the Sears
the
Tower?
two towers come out? Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that was same time.
Yeah, bad.
Well, they
No,
should.
it
I
was
don't
bad
think they should worry
timing.
about that, right?
Anyway,
it was
just like
interesting.
things that came out. Jimmy Eat World Bleed American came out that 2001.
Well,
and like,
yeah,
they had to
there's,
they took that off the album.
The Strokes released a song in 2001, I believe, called New York City Cops.
New York
Are
City
so-
Cops.
Are so dumb.
No, it's New York
Those are the
City
lyrics.
Cops. They ain't too smart.
They ain't too
That's
smart,
one of my
yeah.
favorite fucking Stroke songs, actually.
That's
And it's a B-side. I was wondering why it's not on the album.
Because
That makes a lot of sense.
yeah,
Thank you.
damn.
Wow.
just
This is
a lot
Hair
of
Club for
9/11
music
facts.
now, bitch.
Well, my name is Michael,
I'm Andrew,
Yep.
and that's true.
and this week it was my pick. Or
no,
Drew's
it was
pick.
Drew's pick. You
Whatever,
Did not, you
sure.
did not pick this movie. You did not pick this movie.
Wait, who's got the quiz?
I do.
I was
Okay,
like, shit.
I meant to.
No, I
remind you.
don't, and I need to think of a movie now.
Oh,
but,
boy.
but since you don't have it, I'll do it.
No, I think I mentioned you should have it this time
I don't
since
think
it's
you
been a
did.
while.
I don't think you did.
You should take it, Michael. Don't let him fucking ruin
No, I
this.
want him to have it.
Fine. Okay.
This whole time I'm gonna be thinking of a movie.
Did you watch this movie, Andrew?
I did, yes.
Okay.
I did.
What was the movie called? I don't like
I
visual aids.
don't feel
don't
at
feel at
home in
home.
this world anymore.
Yep, that was what it was.
I don't like the name.
I don't like the name either.
I like
Had
the
nothing to do with
sentiment
that.
of the name, but I don't like it because I can never remember what exactly
yeah,
it
what
is.
the hell?
I think, but I like a good long name like that.
Yeah. Andrew, sit up. Andrew, sit up.
What?
Levels, bro. The levels.
I'm
Get up.
sick, man.
Get on my level.
I need
huh?
my rest. I'm the loudest one here anyway, so
That's
what's
true.
the point?
Oh,
All right, so
to our detriment.
fucking
Exactly. I'm
goddamn.
trying to make this work.
What's her name from?
But
2.5 Men?
what's the main actress's name again? Linda or Lydia? or
Melanie Lynskey.
Lynskey.
Yeah.
Oh, Lynskey.
You know, Emilio Estevez had a role on in too.
He was the half man.
No, in 2008, he played a character named Andy.
Oh right, because he's Charlie Sheen's brother. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's not a bit. Ooh.
That's not a bit. I just read that because, you know, when I'm not talking, I usually end up going
Just
down an
reading.
IMDb
Yeah.
like rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
listeners, that's why he sounds so smart, is because he's just reading stuff.
I'm the only one with
None
a
of his-
computer. That's
none of
why.
his
That's
own
not
thoughts.
true anymore.
Not anymore.
motherfucker.
Not anymore.
Well, I mean, the only one with.
We're just gonna have the podcast just now just gonna be just like clicking,
Yeah.
clicking, and then
I don't want the
Andrew just
audience to
yelling.
ever think that this is just coming out of his brain. He's just reading.
He's
I
not
know-
very smart.
hey,
He's
I know-
probably
Half the
the
stuff
least
isn't
smart.
true anyway. He's
Yeah.
not fact checking anything. He's just reading stuff that is in text on a blog.
If I can
you just
convince
read
you of
that.
something that's not true,
Mm-hmm.
it's a fact to you.
No, but I second guess everything you say.
I
you
agree
know
with
it.
that. I've
You get
realized.
mad at me because I second guess you so much. You really do get mad. But I do that because you blatantly lie with a smile.
No.
Sometimes, yes, you do.
It,
You'll just
it took me a long time to figure that out.
yeah,
so
exactly.
now, yeah.
You'll. I don't know why you do it anyway. You just do it.
The same reason he fucking hid in the closet and tried to scare us, even though
Everything's
I
a
knew
joke.
exactly where he was.
I'm pretty like nihilistic, so I just want to make everything funnier. That's
Yeah.
all.
Oh,
Like,
you're a
that's-
nihilist now?
No.
I just there's no reason to take anything seriously in the world. There's no reason to take anything seriously.
Yeah.
Well, that is true.
Speaking of which, this movie
Speaking of
was
which.
was a very like
Whoa.
it's just a very
Nice segue.
I don't know how I feel about this movie. I'm just gonna say that I don't know how
Really?
I feel about it.
I
I don't know how I feel at
pleasantly-
this world anymore.
Yes.
No, I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't know
You were surprised?
I didn't know what I was getting into watching
Yeah.
this thing, and I really enjoyed it.
I agree.
I think,
Can we do a summation?
Sure. So the main character's name is Ruth, and her life starts to fall apart.
Does it?
It's not just it's like a ton of very small things that continue and like build on each other.
Well, she obviously already has like she's an unstable person. Seemingly, she's upset because her medication is stolen. So that's her
house gets broken into. That's the first like really bad thing. Yeah.
And then she decides to go look for her stuff,
With
which is the whole reason.
The help of her
dog pooping.
I don't. What's the word here? The neighbor she's already upset with because he
shit
lets,
on.
Yeah, he lets his dog.
Shit
on her lawn.
Shit on her
Man,
lawn.
we got there.
The reason I don't.
Elijah Wood is the second lead. Plays the character Tony.
Yes. Yeah. He's got a sweet rat tail, and he seems to like karate a lot.
I know. I've known a lot of people that are just like this guy.
Yeah,
for sure.
They literally buy shurikens and they're like, I know how to use these, and I'm gonna like practice. I'm gonna ruin a door with these shurikens, and then one day I'm gonna really wow somebody.
Before I shit on the movie. The whole time, because that's probably going to be me and what I say.
Okay.
My favorite part was when he does that, like, intrude, like, he helps, what's her name again? Lucy? Ruth, sorry. He helps
Melanie
her get the laptop
Lynskey.
back. They open the door, and he immediately just throws the throwing star into the wall. Like, that's going to intimidate people. And then lights a firework and throws it. And that's his hostile takeover.
Yeah. But
I love it so much.
The payoff to that is he goes back for his throwing star. And he can't really pull it out all. That's how hard I threw it.
I think I actually wrote down that line because I laughed so hard.
My first laugh. I mean, the reason I like this movie.
Literally, my favorite character was Elijah Wood.
Well,
the whole reason I watched the movie.
That's the main reason I watched the movie too. Yeah. I mean, because I didn't know what the fuck this movie was, which is why I like it, because there isn't a consistent tone, which might be. There's
not a consistent point to the movie.
There is. I mean, it's a fucking, what did I write? Empowerment. I mean, it's just a woman, taking control of her life. That's all
the way she's taking control of it is in such a.
It's misguided, sure.
Well, no, it's it's her achievements, in the movie are so minor and otherwise mundane. It just doesn't feel like.
What do you mean? It's minor?
Like when she gets her silver back, it's she gets it back. I get it.
It's the principle.
That's her.
Someone intruded in her life.
I know, and she's getting it back.
She's trying to take power.
It's
gain agency.
That the actual objective of taking your silverware back is so it still seems pathetic. I don't know why.
I think it's
to me. It still seems not this big overcoming.
Yeah, you would you would have seen that silver there, and you would have tried to buy it from the guy, wouldn't you?
No, I would have just taken it and been like,
you would have stolen it probably.
No, first of all, I probably wouldn't have bothered with any of it, to be honest. Because I don't know. It's just I don't know.
Well, it's
I get that she's going out there and
obviously a
doing
person
it.
that has let people shit on her.
Yeah,
that is the point. She is a person that people have shit on her over and over. It seems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and she's finally at a tipping point where she wants to take control of her life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the moral of the story. And then other shit happens.
I think it's just the way she's taking control of her life is so unspectacular that I just don't care still.
You would say it's unspectacular?
At the end, it gets crazy. I get it, but
how is it unspectacular?
Well, I mean, it starts pretty crazy. Imagine, okay, so back to the summary. Starts back to the summary. She gets her house broken into, laptop stolen. She gets no help from the police, and one day she gets a notification on her phone that the app, the Find My Laptop app, has found the location of the laptop.
Right.
Which means that the thieves did not restore the hard drive and turned it back on, which was very stupid.
Dumb.
So she gets the help of her neighbor, and she goes to a suspected criminal's house, someone's house that could have been dangerous, they could have been armed, and just confronts them directly. I think to say that's not spectacular. Most people in the world would not do anything like that.
Broke into your house.
The reason I say it's unspectacular is because there's a moment when she's in the car looking at the house or whatever, and it's literally just a bunch of kids, and they're hitting each other with water guns, aren't they, or something? They're doing a bunch of kid stuff.
Dude, you're gonna tell me right now that if someone broke into your house, you would find them and track them down, and if you did that,
no,
you
I said that
already.
I said I wouldn't do it
exactly, which makes it spectacular because a normal person it makes it extraordinary because an ordinary person would not do that.
It is extraordinary, literally extraordinary, because you're doing something most people wouldn't do.
Yeah.
But it's not, I don't know, like, I don't know.
I guess it all starts with her picking up the dog poop and throwing it.
It's an escalation. It's an escalation from mundane. That's the whole point. It's like the mundanity. Is that a word? Mundaneness?
Definitely not.
Mundanosity.
No, none of those.
The mundanosity. No. It was so much of a Monday that she... Yeah, escalation from something mundane, like, or not mundane, I guess, but that's a small thing, throwing the shit at him, to, going around to the houses. She's out of her comfort zone, and then slowly, and finally she's fucking taking part in a fucking murder robbery.
Yeah.
So
that's the point. That part just happens.
The drug dealers
are
good.
She has no choice in that.
Well, but that's the thing. It's the slippery slope of where does it end?
Yeah.
How much can you take control until you're out of
honestly, not to hit the nail on the head, but Breaking Bad. Once you become a criminal yourself, even though you're trying to do good and trying to rectify things, I think it is the slope that
that is slippery.
The muddy slope down to the creek.
Road to hell.
You can say slippery slope.
Is
about
paved.
Anything. I forget who figured that out, but
with good intentions. They say
eating food, man. That's a slippery slope.
Eating food, you'll shit it, and then you shit
it's like
it
the
out.
easiest thing to say about
but you
is to say it's a slippery slope.
You get full of it
because it's not really saying anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's just like your opinion, man. You know what I'm saying?
Saying it's a slippery slope is the same as saying it's life. Anything can happen. You might as well just say that.
Is it not true?
No, it's true, but it's just applicable to everything. So it's therefore not really a.
Hey man, listen.
Very poignant phrase.
Anjing!
What?
That's my first note. It's the thing that Elijah Wood's character yells at his dog.
Anjing. Oh yeah.
I don't know
that's, no, that's in the trivia. I saw what that meant, but
Anjing.
Wait.
How do you say it?
Continue with the fucking sum it up and try not to shit on it for a few seconds.
Okay, so
I'm not the one stopping.
After she gets her laptop back, she decides to get... So she tracks down where these guys bought her laptop from, and it's this creepy, flea market. It looks like a gypsy village, Not to sound... that might be a little... But a stereotypical...
Gypsy, it's a flea market. It's a flea market.
I mean, it looks like none of these structures look permanent.
Hillbilly flea market.
Whoa!
Oh, okay. And so she goes to this thrift store, and it's filled with crap. And the old man lets her look around.
Oh, right.
She finds a silver in the basement, and then she just sort of tries to walk away with it. And the old man chases after her. She's not even moving that fast, and he grabs her arm. She turns, accidentally hits him in the head.
And he starts to cry. And
he cries.
And then he breaks her finger.
And then,
snaps her finger.
Snaps her finger.
But she was following the guy who stole it because she noticed the shoe and the duct tape.
Right. First she made a shoe imprint.
Which was insane.
That's insane. That's probably...
How does it work?
That's how they do it. I mean, people make those big...
And honestly, the fact that he had duct tape wrapped around his shoe meant that the level of, authenticity of the print was not necessary.
Yeah,
sure. She figured out this guy had a taped shoe. All she had to do was find somebody with a taped shoe.
Also, I want to mention about the not the tone, but this movie is heightened. It does become the violence in it is very cartoonish.
Jesus, yeah. Well, it comes at the end.
Well,
besides the
it's sprinkled in there a little bit throughout. With her finger breaking and. I don't know, just the character of the blonde fucking gross dude is a...
oh, yeah.
I just feel so this movie is a little heightened. Here's reality, and just a notch above reality is where this movie is.
Centimeter.
You know what I'm saying?
A centimeter, yeah.
Yeah, just like a click. It's not a cartoon, but then there's you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Just slightly...
Just over the top.
Over the top.
No, actually, that one scene where the blonde guy with the taped shoe, he's a meth addict.
Yeah. Mike?
Yeah.
Mike? Chrissy.
Well, he's the initial thief. He's in this kind of fancy party, and they show him. I think it starts with him in a bathroom upstairs, and he's like looking around.
He's doing a double decker.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Decker.
And
upper decker. Sorry, my bad.
Double decker, you got to poop in both.
Yeah, you got to poop in both. That's talent.
Is that a thing?
That's talent.
No, I don't know.
I double decker though. I buy that. But
Like
I wouldn't pay money for it. But anyways, he's in the house and he's stolen some jewelry. Somebody confronts him and says, "Hey, there's a bathroom downstairs for guests." Mm-hmm. And he said it was an emergency. You can tell he's like on his way out. Mm-hmm. And there's this great moment where he's looking across the crowd, I think considering stealing more. Mm-hmm. And he makes eye contact with a guy who immediately latches on like, that guy does not belong here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he goes out the back door, the guy meets him out front, and then does he stab the guy?
He punches him and beats
he
him.
punches him a bunch of times and kicks the shit out of him.
Yeah, mm-hmm. So he beats it. But that scene actually mimics the same journey that Ruth goes on in the story. Even though she's not as like vile a person, it's like he goes in trying to do something, but he knows already like this might get heightened. Like he's prepared for that.
Okay.
Throughout the whole film.
Yeah, and then it like follows him too. It's always the camera's moving the whole time. Yeah. It's not a consistent shot.
But I thought that was a really good scene.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's a good introduction to his character. Because he's obviously like reckless.
He died, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't show it. They just talked about how you don't have a son anymore. He says like the other thief has like an offhand phrase. He's like,
at the end,
dude is bleeding the hand. He's like, "Where's my son?" He's like, "You don't have a son."
Yeah,
is that supposed to mean he's dying?
I'm trying to think of that.
I watched this a week ago.
I watched it again this morning. I watched it a while ago, but I watched it again this morning. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember exactly how the son dies, but he does die.
I figured.
Fuck, man,
but like it's so
but I feel like it's unceremonious because I don't remember.
Like his character is just gone.
Anyway,
and everything we're focusing on about that character doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, he was their in to they were going to rob his father, and he was the in.
Yeah.
But then he died, so like he was kind of their not leader, but like it was going to make it way easier to have, you know what I'm saying? And then that's why it got unhinged at the end and got out of control and everybody died.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
It's just I don't know. It just all the conclusions just rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know why. Like that's why I said in the beginning I just don't know how I feel about this movie.
The conclusions of the characters?
The characters, yeah. Like it's I mean, what's her name again? Ruth?
Ruth.
She goes through all this and, gets her stuff back halfway through the movie. And then the other half...
Everything but her pills.
Her pills, yeah. Well, she... The second half, then, is her, just being involved with this sort of side plot about this robbery. And she's not... She says...
Well, she's caught up in it.
Yeah, I would argue it's the third act, too. It's not the half. I think the second... Anyway.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, she visits the house before the robbery even happens.
Well, yeah, I guess that is illegal when they pose as cops. Yeah. Sure, okay, yeah.
And she's doing that.
But it's like mildly illegal.
Well, not for no reason. She's trying to find their
like
son.
I said, it's not about her stuff. It's about someone. This is the last straw.
She says
this is the last time someone fucks with me. I'm fucking over it.
She says it when she's talking to the dad of the blonde meth addict or whatever his name is. He's like, what do you want? And this is the plot thing, being revealed through the character. She's like, I just want people to stop being assholes.
Yeah.
I was like, it's a tall order, and this is a weird way to rectify that. I don't know.
On the other hand, if she were to let those criminals go free, if they survive, and if she does not get the cops to arrest them, which has already been proven to be a difficult thing, they know exactly where she lives. There's good reason that she has to fight these people too.
Oh, you mean when she gets mixed up in the robbery?
Yeah,
I'm just saying, to get her to that point is a lot.
But she has made a series
That's why it's
choices.
A slippery slope. Yeah. she can't back out.
Yeah, Wait, let's go back to Andrew said eating food is a slippery slope.
Yeah.
So
I'm saying I was using that as an example.
Or you don't get full.
That's what I'm saying.
What? Eating food?
You shouldn't eat food?
I mean, use yourself as an example.
Just think you.
So
I'm just saying, it's a pepper you can put on any phrase. Oh,
it's a pepper. It's a pepper
you can put on any phrase.
Yeah.
Let's make a t-shirt that says that.
Yeah. It's a pepper you can put on.
Did you guys catch the guy at the door when she's looking for a laptop and he's sucking on something? And this line really tickled me.
Oh, yeah, the yogurt.
He says, it's just some regular yogurt you can sip on.
Yeah, you can sip on. That is a gross line. I agree.
There's another part when when the person breaks her finger and Elijah Wood's character comes out. Does he hit him? Or does he just push him to the ground? The old man. Elijah Wood's character. Does he push the old man to the ground?
I think he might.
He does something.
The old man at the
when she's at the
flea market.
She gets her finger broken. Elijah Wood springs into action.
Yeah, he does something.
He does something, but there's this amazingly hilarious shot when it just pulls back and you see all three of them in the shot, and he's just like bouncing left and right like a fucking.
Yeah.
Like he's ready to hit someone. I don't know why, but he added so much fucking hilarity.
He really pulled off that role.
Yeah,
I think because we like we said, everybody knows someone that is like that.
Yeah,
and
I also
that has like the tinted glasses.
Just
my
whole
the
takeaway.
Tinted glasses are that's
the whole
really
takeaway
it.
from this whole movie.
And that rat tail, dude.
I just want to see Elijah Wood in a comedy now. Like
he's in so many comedies.
Well, he was in the show. I don't want to say Woodford. I want to say Wilfred. No, Wilfred. No,
Wilfred.
Damn it.
Yeah, whatever. I couldn't watch that show
I love
because
that show.
Really,
even it doesn't sound like I do because I can't remember the fucking name.
It's fucking so frustrating. I watched it years ago when it first came out, and I was like, "This is just one of those shows like nobody believes me." And let's get yourself in all these problems where you have to convince people you're not crazy. You're crazy. Like that's just like.
It's just like that whole miscommunication trope that they use in every sitcom, but use like over and over again.
It's just tension.
Yeah.
Tension to show.
I don't know. I just love Elijah Wood.
But yeah, it's like I want to like it because I really like him a lot. Like he's
so dope. Yeah.
The best.
He's
a pepper you can put on any pudding or whatever you said. Any pudding? I don't know, whatever you said.
Any pudding?
That's what you said. Pepper.
That's not what I said.
Elijah Wood is a pepper you can put on any pudding.
A slippery slope. You can say that for anything.
A slippery slope. A pepper you can put on any pudding.
You guys brought it up again. You guys
I just like that phrase. A pepper you can put on any pudding.
Any phrase, not pudding.
A pepper you can put on any pudding.
A pudding you can pepper on any phrase.
So, what were some of your favorite parts?
I said the two of them, and that's it.
Jesus Christ.
I already said them both.
No wonder they're called an Andrew.
Yeah.
Negative Andrew.
It's got a great score, too. I'm confused.
Oh, because... Okay.
I'm confused, man.
I'm confused. There were good parts of this good movie.
Oh, man,
but
yeah.
I don't know why it was a good movie.
Female lead couldn't get behind it.
That's not what I said at all. You just made that up.
One of my notes is I liked that the female lead was somewhat unconventional when it comes to like art, cinema, and like standards. She wasn't a stereotype at all. Her primary relationship was with a friend. It's not a love interest. And
they did touch hands.
Yeah, well, that's okay. You would expect there would be like.
Oh man, that just throws it all out.
Well, no. But then when they're at church, and they're like touch hands on the.
It's like a sequence.
They've been through a very rough.
Yeah, but I didn't know if that was implying something. And then at the end,
what it was.
At the end, they die. You think he dies. You think he dies, and then you see him.
I wanted to talk about that too.
He's like they're cooking. Like, are they together on like a date? I think they are together.
No, I think they're just friends. I mean, they live in the same neighborhood.
Doesn't matter.
Well, anyways, and the last point is that she's not validated by any of the actors that are like making choices in the film. She's only validated by her own actions.
Yeah,
which I mean, that's not very common. I think that's something we don't see.
We could do that. What's it, the one?
The Bechdel test.
Lichtenstein
I don't know because there's not other female characters that are strong. But actually, there's limited characters. There aren't that many. There's like
in that scene where she's talking to the woman.
That'd be unconventional.
There are plenty.
What is
there are a whole lot of them.
What did you say?
I said I want to see a weak female character lead. Instead,
everyone
says strong female character lead. That's the whole phrase.
Speaking of strong female lead,
without saying strong female lead.
Joss Whedon is apparently doing the Batgirl movie.
Oh, that's cool.
Which
makes going to be a Batgirl movie.
Yeah. No, I think that's his bread and butter.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Buffy is basically...
Oh, I guess so.
Like, everything he's ever done involves a
I'm just saying that because like the whole Batman franchise is already like in question with Ben Affleck. You know,
well,
it's already like this weird like what are we doing? And then they're bringing Batgirl.
Well, I think maybe like let's do this instead. People are gonna like this.
Is it like a TV show or
no?
A full movie?
I think it's a movie. Hopefully,
really?
I mean, Joss Whedon, he had a part in the Avengers too.
He did the Avengers.
Like,
he switched with.
He's proven himself.
Like he has a contract with DC.
Like just forget about the girl aspect of it. Just like having a superhero and then a derivative superhero.
I agree
of
with
that
you.
superhero.
As a fan,
how do you explain that
of that universe? Like a big fan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm for it, but I am like, I didn't. I was a fan of Batman Superman, as I've stated many times.
I am too, but
and I'm a fan of what it can become. I think the series is exploring a tone that people aren't ready for right now.
Did the Justice League trailer come out?
Batman again.
I think so. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, oh shit, we're talking about Batman.
Batman.
All right, we gotta hop off of it.
No, we do not.
I think the Batgirl movie. That like if he does something original with it, which I'm sure he would, like that could be really
because it's a big
good.
deal.
Yeah,
and I think he holds it to in high esteem.
And it doesn't like that's the thing. You could tell a really great story about almost any of these superheroes. But they just have to do something atypical. I don't want another origin movie. The same reason I didn't think Doctor Strange lived up to the potential.
Yeah, I think we're at a point where...
There were some great parts of that film, but like...
Fuck that movie.
Yeah.
Did we see that together?
Yeah, we all saw it together.
Fuck that movie, man.
It's just... You know what? With Doctor Strange, I don't know if we ever reviewed it, but let's just do it briefly here.
Like, we probably talked about it.
I'm down to say it sucks because people like it.
The reason The reason I was underwhelmed by it is because I thought Doctor Strange was supposed to be a really creative kind of person. The only magic that happened in that entire movie was just like making rooms, just like making them into treadmills.
One of my favorite parts is when he. So that huge, like, extraplanar beast that was, like, the size of a planet. Yeah. And they're, like, warring in this demi-plane.
Oh,
and he can't kill him. Like, everything just keeps repeating.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange bests him by trapping him in a time loop.
That's the best part of the movie.
That was so cool. I thought it was, like...
I agree.
Yeah.
Best part of the movie.
I mean...
Like, I like that.
Because that's not just about being, like, a more powerful wizard. I don't need to see Super Saiyans, like, with their beams of light.
Exactly. Exactly.
Need to see
but,
that?
Like,
that's what I'm trying to say.
I want to see, like, someone winning with a clever idea.
That's what I was trying to say with the creativity part. Was, like, I didn't want him to just win by turning the room upside down 5 different times in the movie. I wanted him to, like, use just a clever, concise, like, just, if I just do this, he's done for. Like, you know, like, or, like, if I... do this really interesting like series of like things, then they're all gonna fall into.
I just think his character was just weak. Like it was a weak character. Like he's just a guy.
The intro,
like,
his like I couldn't get behind him because he's
just an unirredeemable asshole. Like
I mean,
not irredeemable.
Doctor Strange is meant to be an asshole. Too.
Yeah, but so is Tony Stark. If you're an asshole, you got to be an asshole that like but he's cool.
He was an asshole without charm.
I would say Doctor Strange is almost like I have not read enough of the comics to be able to say this.
I'm sure those are good,
but like I think he does things not just to be good, but to become famous. Like that's not.
Yeah,
he has much different motivators.
It's not an interesting character. I mean, I can like a bad guy. You know, like that's more interesting to me. Yeah, but I think the way that it was done was lame, not enough. You know what I mean?
Also,
like,
the whole him being taught and going to like the what is it, the wise one or the elder person?
Yeah.
It's just lame.
Yeah,
just a little lame.
All of it was lame. He got his shit like that.
Yeah,
and
I'm pretty sure there was some whitewashing there with.
What's her face?
I forget her name.
The whitest woman on earth.
God, I don't even want to talk about that anymore. Whatever. But it is true. Like if in the comic they're a white person, fuck it. You know what I mean? The only problem I have with that shit is in the comic if they're a race and they change it to white, I think that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think if in the comic she exists. Or whatever, if she's
I don't care as much, just because there's times when you can take like
someone who is the ancient one,
a white character like what's his face, leader of the Avengers, but like eye patch.
Fucking
what's his name?
Nick Fury. Well, the thing is,
in the comics he's white.
No,
in the comics
he's white, and then in the Marvel Ultimate series he's black.
Wow.
What's the Marvel
Ultimate? It's Ultimate Universe. There's different universes,
Whatever.
Different iterations of characters. He does exist as a black man.
I don't really care if it's like an entire movie, like it's a movie about, because it's stupid at the same time too. If it's a movie about China but all the actors are white, that's when I'm like,
oh, you mean The Great Wall starring
Matt Damon? No, they had Matt Damon in it and everyone else is Chinese.
Yeah, I know, but that I don't care.
No, I know what you mean.
I'm talking about like a whole fucking cast. Yeah, that could have been Asian or like
the hero, the most heroic person has got to be a white guy in most of these like.
That can bother me sometimes.
That's
but
like the Wall, the Great Wall.
Yeah, The Last Samurai. Yeah.
Well,
that's a great movie, but yeah, Tom Cruise. They could have chose a better actor. Yeah. For that, they could have really fucked with that.
And who better are we to talk about race than three white dudes? Yeah. Well, but I agree. I
Don't worry. We're going to solve all these issues.
We are.
But we'll be back shortly.
Well, next we're going to talk about whether or not black people should get reparations for slavery. Tune in next.
And we're back. We're back.
We
back at the Hair Club. Please follow us on Instagram, Hair Club 4 Movies. New episode comes out every other week, Saturday morning. Watch it with your cartoons. Watch it while you're eating cereal. Watch it while you take a leak.
What are you doing here? What's this?
What's going on?
It's the hair plug.
What?
It's the sound of the hair plug.
That's not.
Why is that? This sounds like
Just mixing some macaroni noodles.
Oh, God.
Alright, we gotta talk about this movie more.
Do we? You hate it.
You're right, actually, we don't.
You fucking hate it.
No, So,
my official,
back to the movie.
My official thought is I don't know how to
quick last comments. Cushions. Other movie.
I think I voiced everything about the movie.
Okay.
Like, I mean, not.
Okay, but Michael, what did you like to say?
I liked the film. I liked the climax. I liked how she had to kill the guy with the snake. I thought that was cool. And although I felt it was uncertain whether or not Elijah Wood's character Tony would survive, I kind of expected him to die. Normally, it would annoy me when they bring someone back right at the end. I thought they did a good job. I don't know. I thought
it was like a Hot Fuzz.
I wish. Oh yeah, Hot Fuzz.
It was kind of like that.
And Shaun. Does that happen in all of them?
Well, Shaun of the Dead is zombie.
It's bittersweet, but it's still.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. Don't tell me what happens at the end of the one, because I haven't seen that one. I forgot.
Shaun of the Dead. That one always upsets me when his friend is a zombie.
It's sad. It's sad, but it's sweet still.
It was a heavy ending.
Movies, you can't fuck with those movies.
I love.
No, you can't. They're so good. What do we rate?
Should we rate it? I want to say something.
Yeah,
okay, fuckhead.
Say something.
Well, I have a lot to say.
Okay.
No, I don't. Yeah, my favorite parts. I don't know the hiding the fucking violence. I love the violence in this movie. I love cartoon violence.
Yeah,
where it's ridiculous and bloody. I wrote down that it reminds me of. You ever see that movie God Bless America? Did we watch that for the podcast?
No, but I know which one. That's a Bobcat Goldthwait.
You should watch that, Andrew. I think it's like the more escalated male version of this movie. And it's more crazy.
So you'll be able to really get behind it.
Because there's a dick in his pants.
What?
Just fucking with you, buddy. And that movie Falling Down, which I think is kind of the beginning of maybe that movie's way more hardcore. You ever see that movie Falling Down?
No, that sounds familiar too.
He's basically an aggravated office guy that one day just goes on a fucking a revenge.
Michael Douglas.
Just has a shotgun.
Oh yeah.
Came
out in '93.
The fucking title is always so it could be anything. I forget it, but no, I know.
If you see that image, you know what.
Yeah,
I'm talking
him
about.
dressed up. Yeah,
it's revenge. It's basically a working man's revenge.
It's Snap. It's more like a Snap.
But I think that this movie is
when he goes
kind
into
of
the restaurant, wants breakfast and shit.
Kind of in the lineage of that movie, I think, and. Well, just in that, it's just a guy.
It's got a whole different tone.
But it's just a normal person that one day has had enough.
Yeah.
And that's what God Bless America is. That's what this movie is. That's what Falling Down is.
Yeah.
Fucking Kill Bill. I mean, revenge movies. It's a revenge movie.
Yeah.
This movie's not a revenge
It's a revenge movie.
Yeah, it is. It's almost like an...
It's an everyday...
I feel like they were throwing back to
like
the classic 70s exploitation films that
Yeah.
Like super gory...
I said it's like a Diablo Cody... Diablo Cody and Quentin Tarantino made a movie. Diablo Cody made Juno, and
a little bit. I guess that sounds right. Actually,
yeah,
that sounds
like
right.
It's like those two worlds colliding. It's like because it is two movies. This is an indie comedy, love, whatever friendship story, and a revenge movie, and that's the best way I could explain to someone. And
I think you said it before though. Like it's not. It's revenge maybe because there's violence, I guess. But you said that it's
suburban revenge is what I'm going to coin right now.
Yeah, taking control.
It's everyday revenge. You know, she's getting back at the assholes, like everybody, no-named, faceless assholes of America.
Trying to right the wrongs of the slippery slope.
The slippery slope. You got to put pepper in the pudding.
She's not trying to be malicious, though, I don't think.
No, but it's still revenge, taking back what was yours. I mean, you can call revenge a lot of things.
Revenge has the annotation of inflicting damage. You know?
She did.
Yeah, but
that wasn't her goal.
Like an Avenger, someone that's like
avenging.
Fine, sure. I just mean,
there we go.
I think there's I think they're all the same in that someone has had enough. Someone, something, or someone wronged them. Whether it's the whole world or one person.
Yeah.
And they want to.
Do
what they think is right.
Make it right.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So what'd you guys rate it? What are we rating it?
I give it a Michael minus.
Oh, man.
Michael. We'll get a Michael. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I want to give it a Drew.
I'm definitely going to give it a Drew, too.
And everyone agrees with you, too. I'm the outlier. I get that.
That's fine.
On Rotten Tomatoes, it's got a 90%.
Man, I like
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
90%.
Actually, that's
90%.
That's higher than I thought it would be.
Fuck Rotten Tomatoes. Fuck all aggregate Metacritic fucking scores. I think
they're right most of the time.
I think it's bullshit, though. I think
he's just mad because no one likes those Superman movies.
No, man. I didn't. You know me.
That's it. Not me.
I will give a movie that is bad. I will, talk about it on it, about its merit and how it is good. Because I think that. Somebody else was talking about this. Some filmmaker, maybe Michael Bay, somebody that's salty about some Rotten Tomato scores for sure. But I think that meta scores and like aggregate fucking bullshit, even IMDb scores, now, and it's so binary now. Like Netflix changed their shit to thumbs up or thumbs down.
Oh,
there's no grayscale.
No. I think part of the reason they did that, they still give you a star rating.
Oh, never
mind.
But
the star rating on Netflix, FYI, is not based on a total. It's actually cultivated to what they think you like already. Yeah.
I just still dislike the binary for myself. Like,
most people are going to
gradient.
rate, though, either 5 or 1 star. That's just because we're selfish and we want to have the largest impact.
I'll only do 5 stars for things I really like. Yeah. That's a different genre.
Yeah. No, I get it, and I agree. I think aggregates, there's nothing inherently wrong with them, but the issue is that, I've said it before, people tend to judge films or whatever they're into on the same metric every single time, and they can't just appreciate something for what it is or what it's trying to do.
And I think that's what, to talk about the Batman movie, just as an example, that people didn't want to get on board with his vision.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of the things people disagree with, is they can't get behind a person's vision.
They're not willing to give up.
And that is their job as the director to deliver their vision, so maybe...
so maybe it is a failure, but
social
you can
media
still like
taints
it.
that shit so much, too. You get fed this information and you think it's your idea. It's just...
It really bugs me when I argue with people about anything like this, and they look at it like it's either good or bad. You can't have an opinion that's different than other people. You can't have, an outline... Like, everybody hates this movie, but I love it.
Well, we're all like that about different movies. I mean, everything.
I don't respect anybody's opinion if they don't like a couple of things that are generally disliked. You know what I mean? If you can't put yourself out there and defend something that's hard to defend.
Like you're talking about the movie equivalent of people who think the Earth is flat. It's like,
oh my god!
Everyone knows the Earth is round, but you're still asserting that it's flat.
I don't want to even get it.
We're not even going to start that. Side note, hair plug. Listen to this podcast with Kyle Kinane, who is the voice of Comedy Central and my favorite comedian right now, and this dude Dave Stone. I think that podcast is called The Boogie Monster, and they just talk about things like their last couple of episodes.
Was there one about the flat earthers?
And it's just them talking the facts of what they believe. And then they're just like, they're like trying to accept it as for what it is, but it's crazy.
Yeah. I actually, quick, I was looking into how in the world can anybody believe this? One of the beliefs is, so the edge of the world is
an ice wall.
ice wall?
or guarded by this worldwide, super powerful military force, and because of this force's like ultimate power, no one can reach the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why there's no pictures of it because
there's also a theory that there's a Hollow Earth theory. I don't know if you heard about this. A well-respected Navy officer had in journals that he flew a ship into a low-flying plane into this in Antarctica into the center of the Earth, and there is a. Yeah, and they say that
there's dinosaurs in it.
And there's a mammoth in it. Yeah. There's seriously. That's seriously what he said.
No, that's like the comic book I wrote when I was 9.
And they said, but it's coming from a guy who was like the most decorated naval officer. Anyway,
it's cognitive dissonance is what that is.
Yeah, it's like he ate acid and he didn't know he ate acid. Somebody dosed him. And anyway.
Yeah.
That's a good podcast. You guys should check that shit out.
I know. I was looking.
I was just stop playing yours right now and go listen to
Hair Plug. The guy that wrote, directed, and he also played the asshole at the bar that spoils that book for her, Macon Blair.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So he's worked on a couple of
which
other...
are Macon and Blair, I think, are both counties in Georgia. So.
That's why, yeah.
I don't know.
His middle name's Georgia.
That's right.
He co-produced and acted in the film Green Room, which I watched recently. I definitely wanted to see it. That's another one that's kind of like an exploitation film. It's so over the top and gory, but it's great. I really like that movie. Patrick Stewart is the villain and does an awesome job.
That's awesome.
I read in the trivia, as you know I would, that he read the script while he was at home, in the UK, and it was so chilling to him, he knew he had to act in this film.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. That's something somebody says, though.
Oh, yeah. He probably was saying that to promote the movie, but I like the story.
On the plane.
Well, I like it when actors read the script first before they say yes or no.
Yeah, well, he can do whatever he wants.
That's what I mean.
No one's making him do anything.
It's
carte blanche.
That to me, if he did do
that
means he does have a genuine interest in it.
Forgot I can't speak French in this house.
I was just trying to say, speaking of Patrick Stewart, I finally saw Logan.
Oh my fucking god!
Whoa, it's good, right? It's good.
God, that's good. We don't need to tell anybody that it's good.
I was hoping so badly that what happened, and it did. And then I was like, "This is great," and because but to say I was like, "This is great" because it's over.
It's over,
but it's not over because they're making more movies.
But
it felt so right that.
But Wolverine is over.
That's what I mean. Like it's
for sure. Unless they do flashbacks or.
No, but Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart aren't going to act in anymore. So,
No, I was just.
I think he said that if they could do X-Men and Avengers together, he would do it.
Ooh.
Which is they're all now that Spider-Man has Marvel and Fox have or
that
Sony.
Could be it because you know how they ended it. They ended it where. A lot of time had passed. It's 30 years in the future or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe all these Avengers stories could technically have happened and ended the X-Men, blah, 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 and all that shit.
Well, that's why Old Man Logan, the series, exists in that, that's why, there's different timelines, so you're unsure. They never put, June, a date.
Exactly.
A hard date on most things, except for First Class, because that was of a time, but that's still ambiguously 60s, 70s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe it's the 90s in that universe. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's a different... Yeah. Fucking A, though.
It's
cool.
It's going to be weird to say, but honestly, my favorite part of the movie, too, was, Stephen Merchant's character.
Oh, yeah?
He did. That was a total surprise for me because I didn't do any research on the movie ahead of time.
I don't know why, because it was another impactful role, but
No, but I mean, we just love Stephen Merchant.
Yeah, exactly. I just love him so much. I like seeing him do that well in a movie.
I was just unsure because of who he was. He was just there. And I didn't know if there was anything you needed to know who he was.
No, and I they
explained it.
I think I might have said this...
From Shakespeare.
Yeah. I might have said this the last time we talked about Logan, but the reason I liked it so much is that it's a human story about mutants or superheroes. It's not about people just are super powerful. Going at each other. It's about a very human struggle that these people have to go through. And Caliban was a great character who his power doesn't it actually makes him weaker. You know what I mean? It's awesome.
I don't know, it was just a good movie.
I can't wait to see the black and white version.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I want to see it in theaters. They'll probably
started off very Mad Max-ish, you know? Like,
Yep.
lots of sand, lots of car chases in the beginning, the sort of rundown,
like,
rusty area.
Bleak.
Yeah. No, but, like, it was a different kind of bleak. It was, like, instead of, like, most bleakness, like, in movies are normally, like, the inner city bleakness. So that was, like, just desert.
It was like a Western.
Exactly, yeah. And especially the way Caliban was dressed up. With, like, the glasses and the bandana and the cowboy hat.
Yeah.
And the poncho. I don't know why, but I just want to see, like, a movie of, like, aliens, but, like... Well, there was a movie called Cowboys vs. Aliens. Yeah. But it would be cool to see, like, I love that strange characters in the West.
That's a good look. Poncho and goggles. I like
that movie that Professor X watches in the hotel with X-23. Shane, the film was based on, like, the structure.
Nice.
So, like, it's loosely based on Westerns, too. So, that's great.
Interesting.
Anyway,
cool.
We're getting there.
Well, we got time for the
Of course we have.
Yes, we do.
I didn't know if someone wrankled one is what I really mean.
No, I was like, trying to not talk as much because I was, like, thinking about which movie I was going to pick. But I picked one. And it's on Netflix.
Here we go.
Which is great.
All right.
Which is great, because that always helps everyone. This is a movie by a director we have not watched a movie from yet.
Aha.
Well, that narrows it down.
But a still quite popular director.
There's only 20 directors in the world, so we just have to...
That's true.
No, but he's probably on your short list
of
like good directors or whatnot. Hopefully, I mean, I'm just
You
guessing.
don't know my fucking short
Exactly, I'm
list.
just guessing. This movie takes place on the high seas.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
No.
Jaws.
No. Those are your guesses, though.
No, those are
Waterworld.
Because they're both on Netflix. No.
Would you like quit?
Sorry.
Quit just fucking.
So I can think about it.
We should only get one or two per. Sorry.
U571.
No.
I feel like I need another
good
clue.
Guess,
I need
guess.
another one.
Yeah. Another clue would be. I'm gonna try really hard not to give away the movie. Because this is another clue is that this
Master and Commander.
No, it's another good guess.
I know you like that movie.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah, I forgot.
It's a good movie.
You probably told me this fact, but that movie got a perfect score from Roger Ebert, like 100%.
Really?
Yeah.
It's such a shame they aren't making sequels to that.
Yeah, his like the way he wrote about it was really awesome. Good. Anyway, another clue would be David Bowie's music.
Life Aquatic.
Yes. Damn it. Fuck. I'm sorry, Michael. I was trying so hard to not.
It's okay.
Give away
it's okay.
clues because I was gonna say like
we haven't had a Wes Anderson because
that's what I meant. Yeah.
I mean, this is come on.
This is the best.
It's bound to happen.
This is okay, good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I have plenty to say about this movie.
In the past 3 weeks, I've watched this movie like 4 times.
Really?
This is one of my favorite movies.
I mean, it's one of those movies. It's like
so good.
What are the movies?
I'm gonna try to find things I dislike about this movie.
You're gonna try. You mean?
Yeah, I've seen this movie. I mean, I had the Criterion Collection.
I own it. Yeah. I own this one.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things.
I mean,
like,
you've already seen them.
Wes Anderson is one of those guys. It's like.
I have a good story about
Wes Anderson, but you watch his movies and it's like undeniable.
Great. Yeah, it's
like,
undeniable. Exactly. Yeah.
It's like Quentin Tarantino.
Some of them I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to talk about it now, but I did not think Moonrise Kingdom lived up to the quality of the.
Most of my friends think that, but I still liked it.
Grand Budapest Hotel, phenomenal. Yeah. Like I love that movie so much.
Yeah, we'll get onto that.
Yeah. I know,
but it's. I
just want to get into it right now.
You know
Let's just record it right now. Double episode.
Probably
I've seen that movie so many times.
But
we won't. But
I have to go to work.
Get some good notes on it.
Yeah. I wanted
cool.
I wanted a bigger movie.
Yeah, I like to do the hits. We don't do the hits.
Play the hits.
The hits. Play the hits, baby.
After this one that no one can remember the name of.
But I thought it was good because it's newly on Netflix and everybody can watch it.
Yeah.
It's good.
I am glad I saw it.
Netflix, I like to pull from,
having said all the bad things about the movie, I am glad I watched it.
I'm privileged that I have access to like every major streaming service. I've got, and it's lucky.
Yeah, now I figured I can hook my computer up to the TV. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Do you still have that TV downstairs, or is this?
This is the same one. We're gonna get another one, but we're just too lazy. This is cool. This is a new spot. We just put the TV somewhere new. It's like a new experience. Yeah, it's fun. Try it out.
It's good stuff.
Rearrange your house. It's fun. Feng shui and shit.
Rearrange your brain.
Rearrange your brain.
With electricity.
Real quick, Jim Carrey is eating mushrooms and studying to be Terrence McKenna. I thought that's pretty crazy.
Whoa,
Who's
really?
Terrence McKenna?
Terrence McKenna is the fact that I always remember about him is that he has a theory of apes ate mushrooms, like psilocybin, and that like kind of spurred
2001 Space
their
Odyssey.
evolution, their use of tools. But he's like, he called himself like he's like a philosopher. He was a pioneer in like psychedelics and just mindfulness.
Okay.
But now Jim Carrey, if you Google this, he like looks pretty similar to him, and he's like in the place like just eating mushrooms and stuff, studying to be Terrence McKenna.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I always think that's like whatever, dude. Like
I'm looking forward to that.
I think sure. I mean,
Awesome.
did you see Man on the Moon?
It's hard to come up with an excuse to go eat all those mushrooms. So
Yeah.
like,
No, there's not. Hey, I need a
good
I
you got
expand my
one.
mind. Okay, see you later. I'm Jim Carrey. I can do whatever I want. It's the Hair Club for movies.
The whole mushrooms thing. Inspiring apes. That's
Carrey
2000.
does whatever he wants.
It's like when he enters the monolith.
Remember
It's just a
when he
mushroom tree.
was that guy?
That's what it looks like.
on
Yeah,
the
well, he's actually
VMAs
traveling
with a
through
beard, and he
space
said
and
weird
time. Yes,
things
that's
to
it.
the
And he actually through the dimensions. I think in the end he's a being that exists at a higher dimension. That's why he's a space baby.
The Star Child.
You talking about K-Pax?
Yeah, that classic.
Yeah.
That old classic.
Oh, 2001.
That old chestnut.
That
man.
fucking snooze fest.
Guys, I think this might be the best episode.
This is absolutely the best episode
Wow.
we've ever done.
I second that motion.
Well, third.
Well, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Best episode.